Back in the 60s, a family holiday might have looked something like this for quite a few South Aussie families. This is Sab Aruma on the Murray at Walker Flat. Back then owned by the SA Brewing Company, hence the Sab part of the name. It's a true relic of a different era, financed by the brewery and carved out of the riverside with 35,000 hours of voluntary staff labour. 8 shacks, a pool, playground and tennis court, all available for employees at just a peppercorn rent. Don't you wish that sort of corporate largesse was in fashion these days? Well, 5 decades on, Aruma does still exist. And though SA Brewing no longer owns it, there's still a chance to take a riverside holiday here. Though these days it might look a little bit more like this. Not surprisingly, it was a Riverland lad who saw the potential in this rough diamond. About a decade ago, Mark Prosciutto got together with fellow Crows legend Simon Goodwin and the prominent Hurley Hotel Group to take over the property and quietly set about giving it a bit of a freshen up.
Never been more important for people to have a work-life balance. I think we all work harder or longer hours perhaps than we should at times, and people need a getaway, and places like this on the river are perfect for that.
Sab Aruma has become the Aruma River Resort. As well as a refurbished pool, there are courts for tennis and basketball, a playground, and Roo reckons the lawn's perfect for a scratch match of footy or cricket. Refreshments are available straight from the tree, planted by Roo and his dad in true Riverland fashion. And they may not have had wakeboards back in the 60s, but they certainly got lucky with a pretty special spot for water sports.
One of the great bits about where Aruma's situated on the river is it's quite a sharp bend, and for water skiers what they like, or certainly single skiers, they want flat water, and when you've got a bend on the river you can always get a nice stretch of water.
Or if you feel like just sitting back and soaking up the scenery, the view of the cliffs from out on the water is not too shabby either.
You see the sun shining on it, they change colour as the sun goes down or comes up in the morning, so I think they're one of the great spectacles of the Murray.
Plenty of reasons to while away a few days or a few weeks here, though it's not quite as cheap as it used to be.
When we took over the site in the mid-2000s, they were charging them $6 a head to stay here. So
I take it prices have gone up slightly?
Yeah, my business partners are a little bit ruthless. We had to up the ante a little bit there.
There are now half a dozen shacks at Aruma that are privately owned but available for rent, with plans to add more in the near future. Roo and his partners have already constructed a couple of new shacks to give visitors an idea of what they could buy into as part of the continuing development.
The old shacks, we've given them a coat of paint and put some air conditioners in, but they're still old shacks, and that's what we stay in. We stay in this shack. It's exactly how it was built 50 years ago. There's nothing special about it, but when you come up the river, that's the way I like it. And the kids can run around and have fun. You don't have to tell them off if they've got dirty feet. In one of the old shacks, you can fit 6 to 8, and if they want to have a sleeping bag or two, you can sneak a few more in, and the new ones can sleep about 10 to 12, so they're pretty big.
Now, Aruma might have a wonderful sense of community, but it also has this incredible feeling of space. Just have a look at the view behind me. Not another shack as far as the eye can see. I really feel like we've got this whole stretch of river to ourselves.
I doubt whether there will ever be another place like it. What you could do in the 1960s, you can't do these days, so it's very special, and that's why we bought the property, and now anyone can come in.